in life, bigger is often referred to as better. Is that the case when it comes to golf balls? Let's do it, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, my name's James Robinson and welcome to this YouTube channel. Guys, in today's video we are once again talking balls, and this is a slightly different ball, Chris.
Oh, it is. It's a bigger ball.
We have the Super Soft Max by Callaway. We're going to talk you through exactly what these balls are designed to do, guys. You may notice something a bit different. This isn't a brand new concept. We'd have the Magma ball from Costco, or Magna, I think it was, not Magma. Magna, that was an older version. So we're going to play golf with these here today at Woolley Park Golf Club and see exactly what they're all about. Guys, hit those comments below. What do you think to them? And also smash that subscribe button if you want to see more. So we're going to kick things off on the 11th hole here at Woolley Park Golf Club, par 3, around 160 yards to that flag. Chris, what club have you got?
I've gone 8 iron.
8 iron. Let's see if this gets up there.
Certainly looks a bit bigger.
Oh, that's all over it. That ball flight was incredible.
High launching.
Oh, it's a great shot.
Oh, peppering the flag. It certainly fills the face a lot more down at the ball.
You got a tee bag. Guys, the idea behind these golf balls is to hit it straighter. Because it's got more surface area, it shouldn't go as far off line. Obviously there's going to be more air resistance, which means it might not go quite as far. Chris, we're into the wind here. Is this going to be enough club?
Although it does say more distance for slower swings. Give it some, it needs a bounce right.
Come on, kick in.
It has.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll take that and we'll move on. Right, Chris, great tee shot from yourself there. I've just missed it to the left. That's going to be quite a difficult chip. Am I right in thinking that because they are oversized and bigger, that's going to make the hole smaller, so I've got a lot less chance of chipping in, or maybe even holding putts with the flag in?
Flag out.
You'd have to go flag out, wouldn't you? So you can see here, guys, they're designed maximum distance for players with lower swing speed, and the oversized, easy to hit design is designed for increased consistency and a high launch. I definitely saw a high launch.
Yeah, me too. We hit in here earlier with, actually use a velocity, which is a high launching ball, and that certainly launched a lot higher.
Went long as well, didn't it? Right.
It did.
I'm going to need that, and I'm going to need that. What I notice here is it seems to sit down in the rough more, you know, because it's a slightly bigger shape.
Yeah, sits down in the rough. So is it going to be easy? Are we going to get as much spin? Get a tough downhill shot here. But it's played well.
I can't play that any better. Sit, sit.
Played well. I ran a little bit past, but not too bad there.
Certainly not much check on that one.
No, and you played that, landed on the green.
Yeah,
good
couldn't
contact.
have played that. I played it exactly like I wanted to.
And also a nice big thick alignment aid on it, so it does stand out. That's again something from this ball. If you're using it, it's got slower swing speed. It's another thing that's going to help you with alignment. You can clearly see the roll on it with that line. Did feel very soft off the face.
Yeah, interesting that they rebranded it Super Soft as well, so to go in line with the branding of obviously the Callaway Super Soft family, and not Magna like I said earlier. See, flag out, because I think you're definitely going to lose a couple to the flag if you leave it in.
And this is something that a lot of people struggle with. So as you get older, or if you're a beginner golfer, you might struggle with getting contact. Again, this ball just might get you enjoying your golf a little bit more. A little bit more bat on ball. Oh, look at that.
I thought that was going to come back in, you know. Did feel nice and soft off the face though. That is a bogey and that is one down. Let's see what these balls are like with driver. Might compare it to a standard size ball as well, guys, so stay tuned. Right guys, one down already. That's not normally how these videos generally go, but interestingly, I've never known of anybody use these golf balls yet, and it's even the old generation, you never really find them either, do you?
No, I can't say I've ever seen anyone, or no one's said, oh, I've got that golf ball, and I've definitely never found one.
No, so what we're going to do, guys, we're going to hit drive. We're going to hit 2 though.
Oh.
So you're going to hit a normal ball as well, and we're going to see what the differences are. Now, I have done indoor testing with the previous ball, guys. Very, very similar to a standard ball, just a little bit less ball speed, obviously more drag, and a little bit less distance is what I found personally. But then if they are designed for slower swing speeds, not really for us.
No, correct. But I'm going to start. Which one should we start with?
Should we go normal ball first?
Normal.
Another shot. Fading back to the middle.
Oh, my best balance.
Unfortunately, that's not the ball you can use in the match.
Right, here it goes.
So how does this look down at the driver, Chris? I'm sure people are thinking, well, if it's that oversized, is it going to be off-puttingly big? I think potentially it could be a little bit. I think more so with the smaller clubs, the wedges. I was quite uncomfortable with it with that lob wedge earlier.
Yeah, with an iron it did. Certainly after you've just hit a regular sized ball and then change, it certainly does make it stand out.
Interesting, that was actually quite lower. Stayed up that left side.
Yeah, struck it quite...
Wind off of left slightly.
Slightly, yeah. That's a great drive.
Yeah, that should kick into the middle nicely, I think.
That should run a long way.
So the standard set there, that was a typical drive for me, a little bit out the toe. But will the wind here affect it more with that bigger surface area? You would think potentially so. Right. Let's see if we can play a similar shot, a little bit out the toe. Let the wind bring it back to the left side of the fairway. And then get back to level. Exactly the same. Definitely higher off the club. I don't think that's going to be short, you know. Let's see.
No, I think that'll be up there.
Finished. Interesting as well that on the box, a lot of people will be wondering, well, James, can I use these in competition? And they do conform to the rules of golf. So yes, you can use them in competition. So rather interestingly, Chris, this is your oversized one, left-hand rough.
Yeah.
Just behind my normal size one, the picks, again left-hand rough. Chris's normal ball is there, so slightly further up, couple of yards. That could be dependent on the bounce in the fairway. And my Magna, not Magna anymore, are they?
Not Magna.
My Super Soft Max has actually gone further, that's up there in the right-hand rough, than my standard ball.
Yeah, and I think if this one was in the fairway, it didn't come into the rough, I think it'd probably be about the same distance. So interesting to see. Again, you know the numbers from the simulator, but on the golf course seem to be doing the same thing. Right, can you see the flag?
Oh, let's see what it's like out of that big bunker. Go on, kick right. Oh, it's carried it. That's a good shot, that.
Get in that bunker, how dare you.
Distance wasn't a problem there, was it?
No, not bad at all. Right, I'll pick this one up for you.
Thank you. Right guys, we can see mine again in the rough, and that's one thing which maybe I wouldn't like too much when it is in the rough. It does seem to sit down a bit more. Look how big that looks in relation to my pitching wedge. Let's see if the wind does affect it. Interestingly, we said, will the wind affect it more being bigger? The wind's left to right. This ball's finished in the right-hand rough, and it was a very similar ball flight to the first one, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
That is all over it. Be good.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit higher than what you'd expect. Looks very good.
That looks really good, doesn't it?
Interesting to see how quick it stopped.
That was awesome. Right, Chris, 2 shots on the green. You've got quite a long, difficult putt actually, and mine didn't just make it up that slope, unfortunately. It's still a birdie opportunity. Let's see what Chris can do here. Are you going to treat this any differently to a normal ball in this length putt?
No, I just thought about the last putt and thought it felt pretty soft. So again, just make sure I take my time. But once you've used the ball for a while, we should start to be able to judge the pace a little bit better.
Tell you what, that's a great effort as well. Perfect pace, a foot past.
Pace was good, but I didn't judge the line.
Then this to go back to level, see if we can make a birdie with the oversized ball. And the big thing here is you're thinking, do the benefits outweigh the negatives? Like, is that gonna stop it going in potentially? That wasn't a bad pace at a roll, was it, from 6 inches? But
no, and that's the thing, you got to think, is it going to get you a little bit more bat on ball? Are you going to feel a little bit more comfortable with this ball?
That is generally the idea. The idea is it looks bigger, looks more inviting, and is easier, like you said, to get bat on ball.
It's a good putt. Oh, it's never turned, did it?
I love the alignment on it for the roll.
It's a good, nice, thick line, I'll give you that one.
Just feel weird picking that out of the hole. Maybe these with oversized holes. Oh! Feel for you. Give you that.
A great roll though.
Not easy to pick up either.
No, they don't quite fit back of the putter.
Right guys, we've come to my favourite hole and it is over 400 yards. We could do with a good drive down here, Chris. So the line is generally just over the corner here. Can we take that same line with the oversized ball? We've seen that generally, I don't think it's affecting distance too much.
No.
Would you use these balls, Chris? Do you think some people might not use them just because, say if someone picks out the hole for them, they think, oh God, what is that? Why are you using a ball that's way bigger than mine?
It does look, unless you set it down to a golf club, I don't think in the hand you can tell much difference, I would say, but it's certainly down at the ball. I could see people use it. I wouldn't necessarily use it, as it's going to be better for you guys who aren't getting a centred strike, not that we do often.
No.
But also with slower speeds. And again, the high launch, we haven't seen the high launch, but that's something we'll talk about when we go over to my channel after I'm leading.
Oh. That right side. Again, not too high.
No, came out low again towards my usual spot.
Yeah, the rough.
Right.
Right, see if I can capitalise. I'm going to go further left, try and take on the corner. Not much wind in here, can't feel much. That is absolutely perfect.
Great line. Oh.
Straight down there.
It has had a big bounce. I think it just clipped those trees, which wouldn't normally happen.
No, normally they'd fly straight over there, wouldn't they? So I think to answer the question we have been posing, is bigger better when it comes to golf balls? Depends who you are, depends what you're wanting from them. Would you go out and spend that money on them? I think it is something you would have to practice with it. You would have to get used to it, I think. You couldn't just put them in play for one round. I don't think that would really work for you. Guys, get in the comments below, would you use them? And if you would use them, what benefits do you think would benefit you the most? Right, Chris, right hand rough. It's not sat down, but it's not perched up like a little ball would be, is it?
No. But let's see what we can do.
Front flag, how receptive is it? Oh, that one has gone high.
Certainly launched high.
Oh, let's see what it's like out of that bunker.
Well, it went a long way because that was a pitching wedge.
Yeah, well, that's got about 170 yards, hasn't it?
And it launched ridiculously high straight off the bat.
Well, I'll tell you what, Chris, I did not expect that. It's hit that tree and come backwards. You know, I've got to blame the ball there. There's no wind. I struck it well. Same line I'd always go, and usually it'd be down there, but we could tell it was mine straight away because of the size of the ball.
You managed to get a line in.
Think 9 iron?
Yeah, 9 iron to that front pin.
Might hit wedge actually. It's going to bounce up, isn't it?
Potentially, yeah.
Did you hit wedge from where you were?
I hit a pitching wedge, yeah. It launched.
Get it drawing at that right hand bunker. Are these workable as well? Can you play a draw if you want to? I think I shanked that.
I mean, it was a different
ball flight. But like, to me, that's almost down, not down to the ball, but it didn't feel like a shank because the middle of the ball hit the club face. But
yeah, it still came off with a reasonable
distance. At first I thought, oh, it's not drawing, and then I was like, well, no, because it's not even hit the middle of the face. So, well, I couldn't use it. I couldn't use it personally for that reason. I'd be too scared of getting it out of the unmentionable. So, definitely something you need to think about. If that's something that worries you, that could be one down. I'll get my divot back. I don't know, I've never been here before.
It's a new place. Luckily, you haven't got to go over that tree.
So if it's easy to launch, does that mean it's easy to launch here as well?
Let's hope so.
Not got a lot of green to work with.
No, it needs to be landing soft.
Oh, be as good as you look. Sit. How high did that go?
Certainly went up there.
See what they're like, or what you're like. Out up here, I've got a horrible putt. If you go up and down, you've won the part one, mate.
Yeah, I need to land it pretty much just past your ball. like that.
That was absolutely glorious.
Oh, it
Seemed to have some check on it as well.
Yeah, and it took a slope at the end, but not bad at all out of there. I didn't feel it over the wedge, how it felt. I feel like it's a little bit worse over the irons, if anything. I don't know why.
Right guys, we need to make this. At least I've not left myself a 30-foot left to right sidewinder with about 8 foot of break on it.
Other than that, it's a tapping. Oh, it's a great putt though. It's a fantastic putt. Ooh.
Oh!
I'll give you that.
Oh, it slid by. I think for putting it makes it harder.
Straight over the edge. I did have the fear that...
Both 2 over for 3 holes as well.